In this video, you will learn how to cook Chinese fried rice in a genuine way using the simplest ingredients. Without any further ado, let's get started. First tip is Chinese soup stock or broth base. Many cooking videos introducing Chinese fried rice somehow often don't mention this, but using the Chinese soup base is almost an essential part of cooking Chinese fried rice since it's what makes the taste Chinese fried rice. Well, you might have already tried to make this dish once or twice but ended up with something not so good. It may be simply because you didn't use Chinese broth base, isn't it? In case you're not familiar with it, what you're looking at on the right side of the screen are popular products available in Japan, and since I'm Japanese and I don't know whether these are available or not in your region, though if you want to make Chinese fried rice, I highly recommend getting one of those. If you pour hot water and taste the difference of the soup, you'll know why I recommend using specifically Chinese taste one anyway. Next, ingredients prep. Since this time in this video I only use rice, scallion and egg, so what you need to cut here is only the scallion. I'm only using the greener part of it like this time, since I often use only the white part of the scallion in my Japanese style cooking, so Chinese fried rice is basically a good opportunity to use the greener part of the scallion. This particular stir-frying technique involves a very hot pan temperature, so I must warn you to take some precautions. First, you need to use a bowl-shaped pan, Chinese frying pan, and the fire has to be a real fire and IH stove cannot be used. The reason why only the simplest ingredients are used is because I'd like you to understand what makes Chinese fried rice good is not the ingredients but the stir-frying technique itself. So I'd like you to check how short the actual cooking time can be. First, you need to heat up the pan very hot until it makes steam, even without having any ingredients in it. Once the pan becomes so, then oil a pan with 20 cc or so of cooking oils. Always ample enough amount of oil to oil the whole surface of the pan and make a little pond in the middle. So here we go. First, drop the egg. At this point, be careful, or it will splatter a bit. Using a ladle, mix yolk and white part and oil in the pan for a bit. Before the fire gets to 30 to 40% of the egg, put hot rice into the pan. Press rice onto the egg using a ladle like this first, and skillfully move the pan and ladle. Mastery of this technique will require some time of practice, but once you get it, you love it. The biggest step here is, it's not meant to be heating and getting fire through the rice. Since the rice is already cooked and hot, you don't have to. Instead, what you want to do here is coat rice with egg and oil, so that each mob of rice no longer sticks to each other and gets smoothed out. This coating only be performed on a very hot pan with an adequate amount of oil. Here the soup base is now added. This contains pork's fat and it also helps to remove the rice's stickiness. So in Chinese fried rice, the pillar of the taste should be coming from this technique that is flawlessly executed without unnecessarily damaging ingredients in a super hot pan. As the finishing, sesame oil is added from the outer edge of the pan. Also, it meant to coat the rice with the fragrance of the oil, and thus stir-frying it just a little would be good enough. And cooking is now done. Please look at the time it took. It's less than 2 minutes. This is how Chinese fried rice should be made. It has steam and the taste of the stir-frying technique itself. You'll find that it's so great to see the simplest ingredients like this can become something so tasty with this stir-frying skill. Anyway, thanks for watching.